The clouds puffed and wheezed along. They were in no hurry today, neither was I. It was a gray and green day, the only colors being the sky and the grass. These days are my favorite. They are peaceful in ways sunny days can never be. The spirit was taken out of nature. It too was tired and needed a rest. I crossed the parking lot, up into the sidewalk, and began my walk, kicking up dew that sat on the blades of grass. The squirrels were also quiet today. I didn't see many, and the ones I did were shy, holding nuts in their mouth and bouncing around doing whatever squirrels do. Birds were not plentiful either. In fact, I didn't see one. I'm not sure where they went. I can only say they didn't share the squirrel's dedication in finding food. The sidewalk runs straight for just shy of a mile. Cars passed, but I took no notice. I heard their wheels in the water spring up, but it did not affect me. I looked to my right about half a mile in, and I saw a farm field. Everything was dead and stiff. In a few weeks, it'd be lush green and thriving with movement. But today, there was nothing. The trees were stiff, but very alive, not bending to the little gust that was there. Crossing to the other side of the path, I began walking by the lake. This was my first year I saw the lake frozen over, varying shades of blue dictating how frozen each part of the lake was. The geese also seemed aware of this. I watched them fly up and land on the ice, skirting on it, and taking them strides farther than they had hoped. They walked gently on the ice, 1 foot at a time, hoping to not slip and embarrass themselves in front of their friends. The ice in the middle tapered into just water on the sides near the rocks that surrounded the lake. It was a dirty lake when you looked closely at it, a weird murky green-brown color filled with remnants of digested geese food. So I didn't look closely. Instead, I gazed at the middle where the geese congregated. The path forms a circle around the lake and leads to a shopping plaza filled with mediocre restaurants and a lackluster barber shop. With no interest in either of the latter, I kept around the circle. The bridges were worn but in good health. They were brown and weathered but didn't creak, and I appreciated that. The sidewalk turned into a blue-black asphalt path. It was smooth and contrasted nicely with the dull grass. Ahead was a man in his 70s, and such a light jog it looked like he was tiptoeing. To my right was the lake, and my left a mass of neighborhoods. On a nice day, this place is filled with its residents, but they must not share my love for dim days, because it was just me, the old man, and the geese. Fine by us. What strikes me most about these kind of days is the silence. No one wants to be the one that splits the silence, not even the bugs. So I walk with the quiet, occasionally being broken by a car humming by, but even that sounded relaxing on a day like this. Keeping on walking, I completed the circle and was back to the sidewalk, back where I began. I now had the field on my left and the humming of cars on my right. It really was a peaceful walk. The squirrels dispersed and left me alone with the hum. Approaching my home, I walked down the sidewalk and back into the lot. My car was where I left it, looking nice and blue, with the green of the grass and the gray of the sky behind it. I get in and join the cars in humming, kicking up the water as I go.